All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a video. It's another year, and so we're doing another round of EDC, kind of what's my pocket dump. I'm pretty excited about this one. In comparison to years past, I mean, EDC stuff has always been my most popular stuff, but in terms of what we've changed with the setup, what I'm carrying, I've kind of pared things back and done more changes in this video than I have in past videos. A lot is different. I'm excited to talk about it, and hopefully it's not too controversial. So I wanted to kind of restructure before we jump into it, the way that I carry stuff, what I carry. I wanted to prioritize the things that were still important to me, but also just kind of change what everything looks like in a functional, kind of everyday scope. My goal for this new iteration was to kind of find a balance between convenience, comfort, luxury even, kind of the superficial aspects of carrying things, and then also having that practicality, functionality, and being able to do what I need to do, kind of finding the minimum effective dose on that end. And so that's all I'll say for like the philosophy of things as we go through each item that I carry and have on me. I'll kind of talk a little bit more about that specifically. But yeah, before we jump into the new carry rotation stuff, I'd love to just thank some sponsors and supporters of the channel. First off, we got DK Mags. They are a gun store here in Minnesota. If you guys are looking for guns, ammo, holsters, really anything a gun guy could ever want, go ahead, check them out. They have a fantastic online catalog. And if you head on in store, let them know that I sent you. They're gonna give you a nice discount on nearly everything that they sell. So yeah, thanks to those guys. They've been awesome. Next up, I'm a wedding videographer. I'm also just a videographer, so if you have a project in mind, if you or someone you know is getting married, you can find my website as well as my portfolio down in the description below. I'd love to help you out on a project if that's a need that you guys have. And I definitely appreciate referrals, so yeah. Last but not least, we have Nordic 8. They make fantastic footwear. They've just come out with a pretty new line of boots that are geared towards the tactically minded, geared towards high function, comfort, stuff like that. And they've sent out to me 2 of their pair of boots to test out, and I've been loving them a lot. Here we're featuring their men's tactical boots. They've got genuine leather, a thick midsole for comfort, enhanced breathability, a cushioned insole, a very texturized and grippy rubber outsole, as well as my favorite feature here, the smooth side zipper, allowing you to effortlessly slip in and out without having to untie. And then here they sent me their Drift Shield hiking boots. These things are awesome. They are super comfortable, made of genuine leather. Their midsole and arch support combined give you the most comfortable experience that you could have. The outsole is textured, rubberized, and super grippy, and the looks are undeniably stylish. Their new GeoPilot line is built for every terrain and built for your daily needs. If you're a longtime viewer of the channel, apologize for the shifting of backgrounds and filming areas. We're in the process of moving, so things will find a new baseline here in the near future. Life has been crazy, but let's dive into the video. First, let's talk about the fun stuff, the guns. You guys have seen this in a very recent video. Probably, I think it's my most recent video. This is my X macro gun. This is the kind of typical firearm that I'm reaching for. If you guys want to learn more about the gun, you can just click here after you're done watching this video to learn about what this is. Only thing that I've changed since posting that video is the optic setup. I'm running the HoloSun SCS carry with a green dot. This is a solar powered optic that I'm going to be doing a review on in the future here, talking about that and how it performs. 17+1 in the chamber, so it gives me a lot of rounds and in a very slim kind of configuration, so it makes printing and carrying a lot easier than kind of compared to the other gun that I have in my rotation right now. The holster that I carry with it, as usual, I need to get better holsters, but this is, I think it's from FDO, so an Amazon cheapo. I did have to alter the claw a little bit with an angle grinder because when I would reach for the gun, my finger would just really rub on where the claw was. Holster's fine. I mean, it does what it needs to do. Protects the trigger guard, keeps the gun retained, and I don't print too bad when I carry with this. I'll put it at appendix most often, and then sometimes I will carry 3 or 4 o'clock, depending on what I'm wearing. As the temperature gets warmer, probably gonna be doing less 3 and 4 o'clock carry because I won't be having an outer layer or a jacket to kind of cover up that area. So I think I'll probably be relying mostly on appendix for this coming season. The second gun that I've been carrying a lot more lately is my Glock 19 Gen 4. I've had this gun for a long time. I've done a video on it, I think, a little over a year ago, I wanna say. It's due for a follow-up video, so I have been receiving comments and requests for that, so don't worry guys, I'm hearing you on that. It's a fantastic gun. I love how it shoots. primarily is why I've been inconveniencing myself to carry it. It is bigger, heavier. The way that it kind of holds the rounds is less efficient than my X Macro, so I am aware of all of those kind of downsides, but in the hand, that extra thickness, that the extra width of the gun, I like the finger grooves. That might be controversial, but my hands are small enough to where they work for my hands and my finger size. It just feels like a very comfortable gun to have like purchased in my hands, and then to shoot it, I'm a lot more accurate. I can be faster, and shooting it just feels more controllable to me as compared to my X Macro, even the way that it's built out currently. It's got a lot of stuff done to it to optimize the shooting experience, but this with the ported barrel, with the reduced power recoil spring, the Glock performance trigger, that really optimizes this setup for me. And it feels, I mean, to me, it's the best striker fired gun that I've shot before. And so that's why I really like to carry it. Currently, I have talked about this whole build, but I've got a Siley Chameleon red dot. It's kind of like the SRO from Trichicon. They are sending me a new dot that is an enclosed emitter that I'll be testing out as well. So this dot's gonna get swapped out pretty soon here. And yeah, I carry this one in an Alien Gear Glock 19 holster. That has been awesome. It did came as like a sidecar configuration. You can really customize the holster, but I prefer not to carry a spare mag because I kind of wanted to minimize my EDC and just kind of reduce the amount of things that I have in my pockets. Spare mag for me was something I was willing to compromise on. Might not be for you. A lot of people are of the camp that most malfunctions are gonna be because of the magazine, so you're gonna want to have a backup, which that's fair. That is absolutely fair. I'm trusting in the Lord. I'm trusting in my magazines, trusting in Gaston Glock. Carry rotation might change a little bit in the future. I do have a Glock 48 out for custom work that I'm getting back pretty soon here that I'm really excited about to feature and do a review on, but also to start carrying again. So that might get thrown in there as well, and you'll see what that looks like in the future. All right, next up, let's start with the right side pocket. Some of the stuff that I'm showing today, I don't carry every day, and I'll tell you what that is. So right here, this is my Ronin and, oh man, who makes it? Spartan Blades collaboration. It's his, I don't know what he calls this knife. I'll put it in text. And I've had this knife for a couple years now, I think, which I'm really proud of because I am infamous for losing knives. And this is like literally the only knife that I've owned that I've had for this long. So the blade's been great. The steel has held an edge. I've had to sharpen it a couple times, but that's because I use it daily. Use it for boxes, use it for stuff I probably shouldn't use it for. Not anything violent, but in terms of having a fighting blade and a utility blade, I know some knife guys would disagree with my philosophy on how I use a knife, but I just want it to be practical for me. So I do carry this most days, not every day, because sometimes I would prefer to keep weight off me and keep things out of my front view. And this is a heavier blade. It's not very compact, and it is very obvious when you are carrying it, especially if you tuck in your shirt, because it does stick out of your pocket, this circle part that you can use to, it's got like the Emerson wave design. So when you pull it out of your pants, this wave hooks onto your pocket, deploys like that, and then you're ready to go to work on it. Also in the right side pocket is my card holder. I did switch from the Jack card holder that I've been carrying for years. I loved that one. This is just a new pickup. It's a white Goyard. It's definitely beautiful. It's a little bit less practical to carry, actually, ironically. The edges are sharper, so when I'm sitting down, it kind of like pokes into my pocket. It's harder to get cards out of. It's a lot stiffer, but I feel like it's been patinaing over the past few months. So yeah, I've been enjoying this card holder just fine. Back right pocket, I keep my keys kind of attached to my belt hook, and then I just sling them in the back pocket. This is a GBRS group leather key lanyard. I don't like to have my keys without a little clip-on lanyard like this because they get lost, they get bunched down at the bottom of my pockets, and it's kind of hard to reach for them. So this is just quick and easy for me to have access to them. And then, yeah, got the iPhone 15 Pro, I think. It's titanium, it's a little bit lighter, a little bit smaller than my Pro Max that I used to carry. And I usually carry it without a case, but sometimes I'll throw on an outer box case for if I wanna kind of have some protection, if I'm gonna go camping or work on my car and know that it's in a little bit, there's a higher chance of me dropping it, scratching it up, all that kind of stuff. I don't have a screen protector on it or anything, but yeah, I've been doing that for the past few months and it's been totally fine. Front left pocket, if you guys have seen my past EDC videos, I used to carry AirPods and pepper spray in that pocket and a flashlight. I still carry the flashlight. I've forgone those two things. The AirPods Pro I've kind of gone away with because I upgraded, or some people would argue it's a downgrade to the AirPods Max, and these go in my bag, and I can do a video on the bag, maybe in the future here sometime. What else did I carry there? The pepper spray, I don't really carry anymore. I do carry that in a bag, but not on my body anymore, just because it was one more thing to have in my pockets. And I made a video on like why you should carry pepper spray, and I do still agree with those points. It was just a compromise I was willing to make for kind of everyday practicality, and it really does bulge in your pocket. So when it comes to an aesthetic outfit point of view, it's just a little bit more of a bulky thing. Speaking of bulky things, I do still carry this ETQ tourniquet. It is it's slim for a tourniquet, but bulky for something to throw in your front pocket. I did try having it in the back pocket, but just because of its size and the way that I sit, I guess, it just really wasn't comfortable. It was kind of giving me some of that back pain that you get from having a huge bulky wallet in your back pocket. So this usually goes in my front left pocket. Sometimes I won't carry it, depending on like if I have a tucked shirt or what I'm wearing, but usually I am carrying this. This is also from ETQ. This is their little wraparound, like sleeve for the tourniquet. That's because the Velcro likes to pick up your interior pocket liner, just like grabs the fibers from it, and it can kind of get stuck, and also protects the Velcro. If you have to deploy it, it's going to likely be more ready to bite onto the Velcro because it won't be gunked up with pocket lint. This one has gotten some flack just because it's a newer product, and TCCC, is that the thing? I can't exactly remember the abbreviation, but I would say that the ETQ, the slim tourniquet, is better than having a cat tourniquet that you're not carrying, because it's bulky, it's hard to keep on your body, and sure, like throw them in your backpack, like keep the best stuff that you can in your backpack, but I would argue that there's a saying for videographers: the best camera is the one that you have, the one that you carry. And I would say the best tourniquet is the one that is easy for you to carry, that you're gonna be carrying every day. And if it's comfortable, the likelihood of you reaching for it and making it a part of your daily rotation is just gonna be a little bit better. So that's why I have settled for the slimline tourniquets. Back left pocket that I'm sitting on is, this flashlight hasn't changed. This is the Nightcore EDC 23. It's kind of like a Surefire stiletto competitive, but it is a lot cheaper. Seizure warning, 2,500 lumens. I'm gonna flash you guys here. It's very bright. It can go strobe, but it also has dimmer modes to kind of address your more admin tasks. So I like having a light that does both. It also has a kind of a thumb safety here, and that will prevent you from burning holes in your pocket or burning your leg, because this thing gets pretty dang hot if you accidentally turn it on. One thing I noticed when I was carrying it in my front left pocket, which is where I used to hold it, is that sometimes it would just, whenever I would sit down, that thumb switch would get turned off, and then the light would get turned on. It no longer does that when it's in my back pocket, so that's just an observation I've made. It might be different from for what you guys experience, but battery life is excellent on the unit. It is USB-C charged, so you got a little covered port there where you can charge up the light, so that's been great. USB-C is a pretty universal cable that I charge most things with, so I'm glad that they have opted for that. I don't carry with a weapon light, as you guys noticed on the guns, so this is my main form of kind of positive identification. I think if you're gonna carry a light, just one light, it has to be off the gun. There's just gonna be so many more situations that you can use legally and morally, ethically use that light than as opposed to with it being attached to your gun. Because whatever you shine the light on, you're gonna be pointing a loaded gun at as well. All right, moving on up, I carry, still using the Hunter Constantine belt. This thing has been awesome for my back pain. For those of you that don't know, I have a back injury. It's called spondylolisthesis, and suffer from lower back pain a lot. When I've carried guns in the past with stiff belts, it's really exacerbated that pain. But having this belt has been awesome. It's been a game changer. It makes carrying bigger and heavier guns that I struggled to carry every day feasible and more comfortable. So I find that this helps me to carry more often, more consistently, and more capable guns. I was gonna talk about my watches and stuff, but maybe not in this video. So yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to touch on with my new iteration of EDC. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. It's definitely changed a bit, so I do understand if people aren't the biggest fans of it, but I think for me it serves my needs really well, and it feels more balanced to me. I work in an office environment, and kind of with the past EDCs that I've had, it's forced me to dress a certain way, and essentially I found myself being the worst dressed person in the office, and I kind of was like, I don't know if I should be doing that in my work environment. Kind of being on the other side of that now, I would say definitely weigh your contacts, weigh kind of who you need to be in the world, what your job is. All of these things are variables that will play into what you can carry, the most you can carry, and the least that you should carry. So I think before, for me, I was just like, oh, all this cool gun guy stuff, I want to be gun guy, I want all the stuff. And I wanted to have essentially like a full battle belts, Batman utility belts worth of stuff just jammed in my pockets. And if that works for you, then I think that's great. Why not? Know how to use it, be proficient with it, and don't be a liability. But for me, it was getting to the point where it was no longer serving me in my day-to-day. That's kind of where I found my minimum effective dose, like I said, and scaled from there. So I'd encourage you guys to not just look at a YouTuber, look at a gun tuber, look at what they're carrying, and then just add to cart, buy now, slap it on your body, and be good to go. I think it's really easy to just get in over your head and dive into the deep end with EDC stuff. I would maybe encourage you guys to go one item at a time. Really, is like take your time with it, train with it, get comfortable with it, whether it's a white light, whether it's a card holder, something simple as that, because then you're gonna be better able to determine if that specific item is gonna serve you. And you're not just buying things because other people like it for their lifestyle and their needs, because everyone's living different lives. I mean, some gun tubers that you guys see, not me, because I do have to work another job, they don't have to go into an office. They don't have to, or maybe the office they do go into is one where there are guns on the wall. That culture is ingrained in it. All that to say, all that rambling to say, everyone's different, everyone's gonna have different needs, and this EDC, whether you like it or not, I like it, and it's serving me quite well for now. I'm sure it's gonna change and continue to change because one, my needs do, two, innovation, that's how it works, and three, I need to make new content for you guys because you keep eating this stuff up. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope there was at least one insight that you guys were able to take away. And if you have any questions about the stuff that I carry, leave them down in the comment section below. I'd love to discuss my experience in greater detail if that's something you're interested in. And yeah, stay safe out there, guys. God bless you and your family. And remember to live a life worth defending. We'll see you in the next one.